welcome to the eighth episode of the interview series. And today we have Josh Norling. Josh, could you introduce yourself in one sentence?
Yeah, my name is Josh Norling. I teach saxophone here at the university, and I also teach a variety of other instruments through the Algoma Conservatory.
What instrument do you play, and what drew you to it? Or I should say, what instruments?
Yeah, okay. Well, my main instrument is saxophone, and the thing that drew me to that was I wasn't actually into learning to play an instrument for a long time. And then around the holidays one year, I just heard a record that was kind of a mix of everything that I was listening to at the time, a lot of electronic music, a lot of classic rock and blues, and this album came out called Saxophonic by a guy named Dave Cause. And it was the first time I'd really heard music where the saxophone was up front, and that kind of just grabbed my attention. I started researching how much saxophone cost on eBay. We got an auction going, and I ended up winning it, and I've been playing it ever since.
Wow, that's a pretty cool story.
Yeah.
What is one thing you've learned at Algoma University that surprised you?
Okay. Well, when I was a student at Algoma University, one of the things that really surprised me was how much I was going to get into studying a variety of different styles of music. Because when I started, it was primarily just interested in learning jazz. I didn't really want to learn much else other than jazz. My main focus was jazz. That's all I really wanted to play. But as the years went on through my schooling at the university, I just started branching out into more and more styles, and now I feel like I'm comfortable in playing in most situations. If there's no parts for me, I'll be able to figure out a way to make my instruments fit in that style of music. And that was a big surprise because I used to fight with some faculty members over what I needed to work on for homework, and they promptly corrected me. So that was something that's really surprised me. As a faculty member, I think one of the things I'm always trying to do more of is figure out ways to get people to be excited about practicing and learning to love practicing, because not everybody finds it entertaining as well as something that they have to do. But the more you can find ways of making your own practice routine interesting to you and exciting, then you're going to want to practice more and you're going to see more growth. So always trying to find more ways of making the people I teach get more excited about practicing. Not always successful, but we try.
So, what is one thing you hope to learn as a faculty member?
Something I hope to learn. Well, apart from that, continuing to grow my own patience with either waiting for students to practice or finding the time in my day to continue my own practicing that I need to get done. So a little bit more time management, I think, is important. That's something I need to learn more. Finding the balance between doing everybody else's homework, figuring out what they need to work on, and also working on my own homework for myself. Finding a stronger balance between the two.
Is there something in your career that you haven't done yet that you would like to?
Yeah, I've been learning about a lot of different styles of music over the years and learning to stretch out and play more of them. And this holiday season, one of the things I thought I would do was to figure out a style of music that I really haven't dabbled much in, and that's electronic music. So I've been studying electronic music production and composition and arranging techniques purely with analog synthesizers and more digital production as opposed to writing for analog and orchestral instruments.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it's actually a lot of fun so far. Yeah.
And the last question is, tell us a fun fact about yourself.
People who know me very well aren't surprised by this, but a lot of people, because a lot of other musicians kind of know me as a jazz player and that I really love jazz, they're often surprised when they find out how much I really love 90s R&B music, specifically slow jams like Brian McKnight and that kind of stuff. I really enjoy that style of music, and I love the production of that style of music. So that usually surprises people.
Well, that's about all of it. And thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me.